Hello Capricorn, welcome back to my channel. You can find me on Instagram at Romani_fire. I do daily readings there too. Today we're doing your monthly January pick a card reading. So you can ask 3 questions or you can ask 1 question, whatever you feel like. We have cards 1 here, cards 2 and cards 3. So I'll let you choose your question. Think about your question. Your overall energy though, what I'm feeling while I'm sitting in the Capricorn energy is tiredness. So that could be a thing in January for you guys. I feel like you're tired, maybe even fed up. Maybe you want change. Maybe change isn't happening. It just feels like an overall energy of just tiredness. So let's go ahead and see what's happening for cards number 1. So cards number 1, okay, interesting. We've got the 4 of Swords here, which talks about rest and meditation and stuff. I do feel like you, in this reading, are the King of Wands, and it's like you want all this stuff to happen, and it's not happening. And that's because you're not allowing yourself the space to let these things in. It feels very clouded and it feels very claustrophobic. And if we look at the Wheel of Fortune here, you can see that the Wheel of Fortune is actually surrounded by clouds. So it could be that mentally, as much as you want this change, the change isn't happening because you're just drained. You know, for the transformation to happen, because these are both transformational cards, but they're both showing me like the mental state of where you are at the moment, and mentally it just looks like brain fog and just tiredness. So as much as you may want this to happen, you may just have to slow down a little bit, and you may have to just take a little bit of a break, maybe even step back from a situation and really think about what it is that you actually want and what it is that you're actually going for. Because although this is like a really positive energy and like he's, you know, I want this is what I want and I'm going for it. Do you even know what you're going for? I mean, with all these clouds around the Wheel of Fortune, I doubt it. And if you do, there's a lot of self-doubt around it, because there's these clouds are grey. Like it's like foggy energy. So as much as I feel like in January you want all these great things to happen, in January the reality of the situation may be you may just have to stop. You may just have to take a moment and really think about what it is that you want, because I think that you think you're thinking about something, but you're actually, what you're creating is more drama than you are creating like the freedom to create the space for this change to happen. Maybe you're overthinking it, or maybe you are just drained overall, because the energy that I'm feeling right now just feels drained. Like I feel sucked of all energy. So maybe even though you're trying to be this Knight of Wands, maybe what you need to do in a month of January is just slow down. Really think about what it is and where it is that you want to go. There's no point in being the Wands if you have no destination. I mean, you can kind of just wing it, but ain't you tired of winging it? Don't you want to know where you're going? Don't you want to have that clarity? So I feel like in the month of January for you Capricorn, who chose number 1, I feel it's time to like slow down. I think that you will get the transformation, because there's no denying transformation in both of these cards. But in order to get the transformation that you're looking for in whatever situation it is that, you know, you want transformation in, you are going to have to kind of like slow down a little bit. You are going to have to try and clear your space, you know, whether that's clearing your space of clutter, whether it means that you need to slow down and meditate more, or it just feels like you need to clear your space. You need to clear you, like you need to like revive yourself. Because I feel that at the moment you're very much this person laying down here, and you're kind of like, oh, I'm so tired. I want all of this stuff to happen, but it's not going to happen because you're too fucking tired. I think this is the ideal, but I think the reality is this. And again, I am going to say that in January, you are going to get the transformation you want, but not before you take stock of what it is that you're actually trying to get. Like, you need to really think about what it is that you want and where you're going. Otherwise, this horse, if you haven't got control of the reins, this horse is just going to go all over the place. You're not going to know where you're going. The horse is going to be in control and you're just going to be just all over the place. And we don't want that anymore, because that's what's made you so fucking drained so far, is that you have been all over the place. So I think in the month of January, for cards number 1, I think it's about slowing down a little bit, really thinking about what it is that you want. Do you have room in your life for what it is that you want? Maybe the month of January is about creating space for the new things that you want to manifest in your life. Maybe you are going through the transformation in January. Maybe January is a transformational month for you guys. And maybe you're just so tired that you have no choice now. You know, because sometimes what happens is... Sorry, I can hear crying. Sometimes what happens is we overwork ourselves into a point of like this kind of energy. And then you have no choice. You have no choice but to sit the fuck down. You have no choice but to sit the fuck down. Because you've made yourself ill. You've made yourself ill from all of this stuff going on. So, month of January, it's about clearing your space, getting right in your head what it is that you want, and then these manifestations and these transformations will start happening. But it won't happen before you take this time out. It won't. You're just going to create more tiredness for yourself. So cards number 1, yes, transformation is happening for you in the month of January, but instead of going against it, go with it. Just allow yourself time to create the space for the things that you want. Cards number 1, I hope that resonates with you. Let me know in the comment section below. Let's see what's happening for cards number 2. Let's have a butcher, shall we? Oh, transformation, more transformation. Capricorn. I guess January is transformation. And I feel that people that chose cards 2, I feel like you're going to get the obvious. The past is returning, right? Opportunities that we may have missed out on in the past are coming right back to you. And yeah, with the Tower slap bang in the middle here, it is going to rock your world a little bit. You are going to be a little bit shocked, to say the least. But there is stuff returning to you. And the stuff that is returning to you is going to make you happy. It's going to fulfill what's missing. And you know what I'm talking about when I say that. There's been that missing spot. And I feel that with the 6 of Cups here, you know what that is. Whether it's a person, whether it's a job opportunity, whatever this card represents, this card is something that is a past life. It's your path. It's you. It's a part of you. It's always been a part of you. Always. This lifetime, past lifetimes, lifetimes to come. What's coming back to you in this lifetime is something that has been 4 lifetimes. So whether this is a person or a job or a life calling, a life purpose or whatever it is, it's coming back. And it's coming back. And it is going to have you a little bit fucked up. There's no line about it. You are going to have this breakthrough. And I don't see this as a breakdown. This is a breakthrough. This is breaking through that hard shell. This is breaking you wide open. And it's making you feel things that you haven't felt for a very long time, if at all. And that's because this is coming back into your life. And if you haven't ever experienced this in this lifetime, you have experienced this in a past lifetime. So whether you think, oh, but I've never experienced anything like that before, when you see it, when it returns, you'll know it. You will know it. It will feel like you've known it all your life. Meeting this person or meeting this situation again in January will feel like you're just remembering something from your past. So when it comes back, yeah, it is going to uproot you. Yes, it is going to make you like a little bit like, oh, fuck, what is happening? But isn't that what you want? We were just saying at the beginning of the video that you're tired, Capricorn. You're tired of just tired. You're tired of being tired. Well, this is what's going to stop that for you. This is what's going to like break you open and make you feel again and bring back the stuff that you've been missing. And I know you know what I'm talking about when I say it's been missing. Because this is you here. After the initial shock, this is you. You are going to be the Queen of Cups. You're going to be in your element. You're going to be on your throne. You're going to be enjoying it 100%. But it is going to shock the fuck out of you. There is no lie about that. Because you weren't expecting it. You was expecting some kind of physical, materialistic type of something to rock up and be like, hi, yep, blah, 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 blah. But this is emotional. It was almost, when I just breathed right then, it's like I couldn't catch my breath and I had to like really, it's like a sigh of relief when this shows up. You may feel hard to breathe. When this shows up, it may make you think, you may feel hard to breathe and you may have to like clutch your pearls and be like, what the fuck is this? This is what's meant for you. This is you. This is your stuff. So if it's a person, it could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So it could be a person showing up like, hey, do you remember me? Or if you don't have this kind of person, you may meet this person and on meeting them, it may be like, oh, I feel like I've known you all my life. Like there's that connection, that soul connection that has never been broken because it is a past life thing. Whether it's past life family, it doesn't have to be. Everyone gets so wrapped up on like partner, lover relationships. Relationships cover all relationships. Let's just get that straight. It doesn't mean that it's going to be a forever partner. It could be your soul family. It could also be a partner. But let's just look at everything because people, for some reason, get so wrapped up on being in a partnership and they haven't even got themselves together. So it's like, But whatever is returning, if it is a person and you don't know this person already, it is like upon meeting them, you are going to be like, I feel like I've known you all my life. And you have. Not this life, a past life, maybe many past lives. You've known each other before. And in this past life, they've come back like, hey, bitch, I'm back. And you're just like, oh, fuck, ooh. It triggers stuff with you. And soulmates, soul tribe, they will trigger stuff within you. That's the point. That's what people don't understand. People think that soulmate relationships and life paths and stuff like that's meant to be easy. It's just like, oh, my soulmate, everything's like this and this. No, your soulmate is someone that's going to come into your life. They're going to feel like home, but they're also going to be your reflection. So what you see in this person is the stuff that you haven't been able to see in yourself, which is why you're so affected by it. Because they're showing you the parts of yourself that you haven't seen yet. They're showing you parts of yourself that you maybe have been ignoring because you don't want to be emotional. Maybe you do want to be cold-hearted and just like, oh, I ain't got time for no one or nothing. But they come along and that changes everything. So the initial shock of it will be like, oh, fuck. But we have the Queen of Cups here. So you can sit here like this and go, oh, fuck. The fact of the matter is, you're going to love it. I'm just saying. She's content. She's happy. And sometimes it takes a breakdown or a breakthrough or a, or a slap in the face for you to understand what this means. And that's what this person is going to do. They're going to show you what it is that you've been missing. You can't run from it for much longer. Like, you can try and throw yourself into work or distract yourself all you like. But the fact of the matter is, at some point in your life, things will catch up with you, and it's caught up with you. So this person or this situation in the month of January is going to rock up and be like, hey, boo-boo, I've missed you, I'm here. And you're going to be like, oh, shit, okay, not prepared for this. I was expecting something else, but I wasn't expecting this. But after the initial, oh, shit, you're going to be 100% in your power. This is the thing that you've been missing. This is the thing that's kept you out of your power. And it's coming back for you in the month of January. So in the month of January, this is a transformation, but it's like a soul. It's at soul level. This is like a remembrance. This is your soul tribe. This is your soul mate. This is like lifelong. This is past life. But don't get caught up on who. Don't get caught up on whys. Just experience it in every single moment that it is. And I'm telling you now, if this is a person, they will bring stuff up that you have been burying for a very long time. And I think that's why this tower is also here, because they are going to bring to you the shit that you've been sitting on for years. And you are going to have to deal with it now. There is no more running. And they ain't going nowhere either. So when this person, if it is a person, rocks up, they're going to be with you the whole time that you're going through this. Whether it's lifelong in this life, soul connections, it goes beyond physicality, right? So even if it's a momentary thing, like momentarily, you know what I mean? Even if it is just for the moment, whether it's a day, a week, a month, a year, 10 years, for the rest of your life, that soul connection is forever. So even if they rock up for a week and this is what they bring, it's still going to bring you happiness, even if they do have to go. I don't think they are going to go personally, but this is a general reading, so it's one of those things where you have to cater for everybody, so it's like some people will stick around, some people will show up and kind of show you what it is that you need to be working on, and then they'll go again. Usually that's how it works. Soulmate relationships are not just about woo-woo. Soulmate relationships are about work. It's about healing. They come to show you shit that you've been denying yourself. It's like your mirror. They'll come and show you what the fuck you've been trying to distract yourself from. It's the whole point. Soulmates aren't just like, woo-woo, look, soulmate relationship, everything's happy and great. No, soulmate relationship is we got work to do, bitch. So it's time that we start doing that work, and I'm going to show you everything that you fear. I'm going to show you everything that you're insecure about. I'm going to show you, because this is who I want you to be. I want you to be your best version. So instead of chucking a towel in and going, oh, this is too much hard work, it's time to do the work. So January for cards number 2, Capricorn. Returning. Stuff is returning. There's still transformation. But whatever's coming back to you will bring you back to you. You will be 100% in yourself. What you've been missing, you will not be missing anymore, because this will be you. So transformation, returning, whether it's people, a job situation, aligning with your path. The initial shock, there is going to be an initial shock. Let's not fool ourselves. We are quite aware. Initial shock. But after that, and it evens out and you do the work, because you will have to do the work. Repeat, you will have to do the work. It's going to bring you back into your power, and you will be the Queen of Cups. Even though you probably don't want to be an emotional person and you'd rather work or, you know, be busy. You know what's missing. And this is what's missing. So cards number 2, let me know if that resonates with you in the comment section below. And let's see what's happening with cards number 3. Let's have a look and see what's happening for you. Oh, messages, messages and messages, Capricorn. You're getting messages all over the place. We've got the Three of Wands here. That's, you know, this is the messenger bird, and he's got a message that he's reading. We've got the Page of Cups here. He's a messenger, and, you know, a bird's just dropped off a message in his cup. And I feel like we've got the Ten of Cups here, right? So if you look at the Ten of Cups, it's pissing down with rain. It looks like there's a storm. But this is your people. This is your happiness. So whether rain or shine, it's still going to be okay. So just know that if you are in January, if it does seem like it's not going to plan, just know that with the Ten of Cups going here like this, it is going to plan. It is going to plan. Sometimes you just need to be cleansed by the rain. Yeah. Sometimes you just need to be cleansed by the rain. And that's what's happening in January. You've got all of these messages, and you're seeing messages all over the place. So I wouldn't be surprised. And we have a 3-3 here. Like maybe 333 is your number. I don't know. Maybe 3 is your number. Who knows, right? But you're seeing messages all over the place. All over the place. And maybe the messages are getting a bit overwhelming. But just know that no matter what is going on in the month of January, it's happening for your highest good. It's happening for your highest good. You're still going to get the happily ever after that you want. But first you just need to be cleansed by that rain. You just need a cleanse, you know. That's normal though. We all need to, like, you can't go through life and never, like, you know, cry or experience anything. Like, you have to experience it, and that's what January is going to be. You are going to experience some intense emotions, and you probably will cry, but crying is releasing, crying is clearing, crying is healing. So whatever these messages are telling you, whether you're overwhelmed, which you probably are, these messages are really important. This message tells me that it's time. This message tells me about your emotional status. And this is kind of like, this is you. No matter what happens, this is always going to be the situation. Like, you're always going to get the happily ever after. But we have to be realistic and understand that life has its cycles. Where there's an up, there's always going to be a down. Where there's a left, there's always going to be a right. Do you know what I mean? So in January, although emotions may be running high, maybe you will be crying a lot. Who knows? There's a lot of rain here, right? But just know that you're going through like a cleanse. This is cleansing. All the information that you're getting at the moment from these two people is helping you, believe it or not. Believe it or not, it's helping you. It's helping you get to a safer space so that, you know, you can be in the Ten of Cups, but be in the Ten of Cups and live in your happily ever after and be more emotionally stable in that situation. There's nothing wrong with being emotional. There's nothing wrong with expressing your emotions. You just don't want to get stuck there. So in the month of January, allow yourself to feel, because to feel is to heal. So you need to. It's a fact that you can't keep running from it. You need to deal with it. And whatever the messages are that are coming in for you personally, and I can't go deeper into these messages because it's a general reading, but there are messages. There are messages, and these messages are very direct. We've got the messenger bird that's literally come straight to him and dropped him off a message. We have this bird here that's literally dropped the fish in his cup. It's like messages are literally falling into your lap. But what are you going to do with those messages? These messages feel like the codes, you know, like when you've got a lock, it feels like the codes that are going to unlock your happiness. It feels like the Da Vinci Code. Well, no, it doesn't. I don't even know about the Da Vinci Code, but well, not properly anyway. But it feels like a code, and these messages are the code that is going to unlock your happiness, your happily ever after. You're going towards the happily ever after, but you just have to know what these messages mean to you. So Capricorn, cards number 3, in the month of January. Oh, that rhymes. You will get your happily ever after. But first you need to be cleansed. You need to go through that healing. You need to go through that cycle. You need to pay attention to the messages that are coming in, because these messages are what's going to take you to your happily ever after. These are the messages that are going to decode the code and open up doors for you in the month of January. So pay attention to that. It's okay to feel emotional. It's okay to heal. It's okay to feel this, but just know that your happily ever after is going to come. Rain or shine, it doesn't matter. Your happily ever after is going to show up. Just pay more attention to the messages, because they're coming in and they're coming in hard. They're literally being dropped in your lap. So instead of ignoring them and distracting yourself, like, pay attention, because this is going to lead to the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is going to happen regardless. But if you want to go into the 10 of Cups and you want to be more stable, then you have to pay attention to these messages that are coming in. So Capricorn's card number 3, let me know if this resonated with you in the comment section below. And I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.